Hello and welcome to the Johnny Jimbles.
I don't know if we should go any further. This doesn't look right.
Today I'll be talking about my proposed chapter for FNAF in Dead by Daylight, with today's special guest, Springtrap. The new survivor we're planning to bring into the fog is Michael Afton, better known as the Night Guard, and the new killer, Springtrap. I have put timestamps in the description or chapters if I figured out how that works. Without any further delay, let's talk about the survivor for this chapter, Michael Afton. This art, and most of the art used in this video, is made by my editor, I'm a Spoon. It is amazing, and I want you to go into the comments section and thank him for it.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
The three perks we designed for Michael Afton are Reserve Power, Night Guard's Watch, and Boone Makeshift Office. Let's first start off with Reserve Power. You spawn with 1, 2, or 3 tokens. You cannot gain extra tokens during the trial. You may use a token to fully recharge an item, or rebuild a breakable wall, or rebuild a used pallet. For the sake of clarification, and so I can pad the video, here is a visual demonstration. Anyway, time for Michael Afton's next perk, Night Guard's Watch. After doing 30% of a generator, you get a token. You can hold up to 1, 2, or 3 tokens. You can use a token to set up a single camera on a locker. If the killer does anything in front of the locker besides basic movement, their aura will be revealed to them for the duration of the action. Little side note, when we were making the perk, we forgot to mention that the killer is able to destroy it by just doing a basic attack hitting the camera. We somehow had that pass us. To put it in more simple terms, moving on to his last perk, we have Boone Makeshift Office. If the killer is within 6, 7, or 8 meters of the Boone totem, you get aura reading for the duration of their stay. Another way of putting it would be, that concludes our list of perks for Michael Afton. Okay, takes done, please. For any of you skipping around, this is the start of our special guest segment. The attraction brings into the fog 3 brand new perks. 559, I Always Come Back, and Following Hex, Taste of Fear. Springtrap's first perk is 559. As the exit gates are opened, you gain a haste equal to the highest exit gate percentage. The maximum haste you can get is 5, 6, or 7%. This perk was originally designed to be a counter for 99ing, because I think the mere existence of a counter for that allows for interesting mind games. Also, as a killer main, I think it's really funny when I kill someone when a 99 gate is available. Springtrap, what do you think of this perk of yours? Now for the attraction's next perk, I Always Come Back. You are alerted when a generator stops regressing. The survivor who stopped the generator from regressing has their aura revealed to you for 1, 2, or 3 seconds. The survivors are given no indication that this perk is in effect. To phrase it in a much more reasonable vernacular, this was the only perk in the entire project that was actually designed name first instead of effect first. This is due to the iconic nature of the line I Always Come Back. It would be a disservice not to have it in the project. Moving on to his last perk, we have Following Hex, Taste of Fear. Yes, this is a new type of hex. This hex automatically attunes to the closest totem to the killer. It moves with the killer. While this perk is active, all survivors within 4, 6, or 8 meters are revealed to you on Killer Instinct. An F hex is a following hex. This means that it will always be attuned to the closest hex totem to the killer. A following hex will only be permanently destroyed when the totem it is currently attuned to is removed. To balance this out, once the totem is cleansed, the killer is blinded for the duration of the trial. Now, Springtrap, what do you think of the new perks you'll be bringing into the fog?
Bomb has been planted.
Springtrap is a curious case due to just kinda him being sort of undefined and his only attack being him yelling at you. So, I made him a jump scare killer. Press the active ability button to enter jump scare mode. In jump scare mode, gain undetectable. You keep this until you do a basic attack, or a jump scare. When in jump scare mode, gain the ability to jump scare. When in jump scare mode, hold the active ability button to charge jump scare. Once the bar is full, you leap forward 2 meters, jumping over any pallets or windows. And then you scream, making all survivors in a cone in front of you scream and become exposed for 30 seconds. Basically what all this means is you have pocket undetectable and you can trade that in to jump and expose people. The cooldowns we currently have planned contain a 45-second cooldown after a jump scare. This gets cut to 30 seconds if you miss. It is worthy mentioning that after you jump scare, you are not stuck in place. You can move freely after you are done yelling. Internally here at Johnny Jimble's Show & Co., we actually had a debate on whether or not his basic attack weapon should be his fists, a knife, or an axe. We ended up debating on that for a good while, and then we settled on the axe just for the sake of gameplay. We chose this because the knife is used by a lot of other killers, and the bare fists works weird in gameplay, given how lunge distances are the same, and it just makes it gameplay slightly worse. That's why Nemesis is a bit weird to fight. We are also not going to double check the books for any weapons that he may have used there that would also fit the games. We do not have the time for that. No one does. MatPat shouldn't have had time for that. No sensible human being has the time for $40. About 5 Freddy buyers. We were also able to come up with a full add-on list for our trapped friend. Now, just a disclaimer, a lot of the lower tier add-ons have similarities with other add-ons. It's hard to think of like good add-ons for like browns and yellows because they have to be used every game and you have to balance around that. So a lot of the lower tier stuff is a bit boring and a bit samey. Brown add-ons. Non-menacing party hat. Survivors no longer become exposed or scream when jump scared. Gain 100% more blood points in the deviousness category. Extra cog. Charge jump scare 10% faster. Broken voice box. Increase area of effect of jump scare by 1 meter. The jump scare sound is also distorted. Plastic feet. Change the sound of your footsteps in jump scare mode. This new sound is quieter than the base footstep sound. Yellow add-ons. Gearbox. You charge your jump scare 15% faster. Rusty springs. Increase your jump scare leap by 0.5 meters. Spare ears. Make all survivors' noises easier to hear while in jump scare mode. You lose this buff when jump scare mode is exited. Menacing party hat. All survivors affected by jump scare are incapacitated for 10 seconds. Instruction manual. Decrease power cooldown by 5 seconds. Green add-ons. Torn vocal cords. All injured survivors that get affected by jump scare have hemorrhage and mangled applied to them. Brand new ears. When in jump scare mode, survivor noises are much louder. Old microphone. The cone of effect now goes through walls and objects, but when it goes through walls or objects, the size of the cone gets cut in half in the direction through the wall. Lubricated joints. Remove all sounds from charging your jump scare. Reserve batteries. Reduce power cooldown by 9 seconds. Purple add-ons. Brand new springs. Increase leap by 1.5 meters. Henry's plans. Regain power after breaking any breakable wall or downing a survivor. Foxy mask. Make all survivors hindered for 3 seconds after being jump scared. Freddy's microphone. Your cone of effect now goes through walls with no downside. Red add-ons. Missing children's poster. If your jump scare goes over a window or a pallet, it becomes unusable or breaks. If you jump over an area a pallet would be down if it were thrown, the pallet gets blocked. Put in GIF of monkey trying to open door. Pizzeria's ashes. In in-game collapse, gain the ability to moray any survivor, regardless of hook stage. You also gain a 5% haste for the entirety of the collapse. Now here is where I would put a map, but while I was most of the way through writing this, I actually found a video with a really well-made map. I would encourage you to watch it if it still existed. For the life of me, I cannot find this video again. It just disappeared. It's gone. Reduced to ashes. I think it might have been deleted or privated. I cannot find it for the life of me. Where did it go? Here is a list of credits so each bomber guy doesn't come to my house and stab me.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
There we go. Oh shit, fuck.
I had to wrangle 6 different people for this bit. I'm gonna use it more than once.